Segment is sponsored by Baptist Health.
When a loved one dies, those left behind are dealing with grief and other emotions, which can make them targets for fraud and identity theft. Today, Tim Bartos, president and CEO at Baptist Health System, is here to tell us how to protect your personal information from getting into the hands of scammers. Tim, welcome.
Hi, Melissa. Thank you. Always nice to be with you.
Thanks for being here.
It's so unfortunate that we even need to be talking about something like this. It's just unbelievable. However, obituaries are the prime sources of information for people who use them for scams. If you think about it, they often include birth dates, addresses, names of family members. They can be used for identity theft. Scammers can use this information to access accounts, open new accounts, even file taxes and collect refunds. Scammers may also pose as debt collectors and will contact family members listed in obituaries to get them to pay for phony debts. They may also pose as insurance agents and tell you that your loved one has an insurance policy that's about to pay out really big, but you have to make one final payment. Some of them even pose as lawyers and tell you that you were left an inheritance. But again, it comes with a fee.
So those are some of the most common crimes against families who are of the deceased, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
They are.
So what are the best ways for people out there to protect themselves?
Well, when someone passes away, thieves often target the homes of people that they know will be at the funeral. They see the obituary, they read the name, and then they break in during the funeral. Sometimes long-lost relatives will show up at a funeral and claim that they're owed some money. And then there's the grandparent scam. Scammers use names that are published in obituaries to pose as grandchildren of the deceased, calling survivors with sob stories about being arrested and needing money, and I need money now and send it now. So
it's just terrible.
It's sad. So probably the biggest thing you can do is to consider limiting the personal information that you put in obituaries. Try not to include birth dates and mother's maiden names and that kind of thing. And make sure that you get death certificates to the proper individuals, the IRS, the Department of Motor Vehicles. And lastly, make sure you have a neighbor keep an eye on your house during the funeral so that you're not broken into.
A lot of great information, Tim. Thank you so much for being here. And I know you have one last tip.
I do, as always. Aging is mandatory. Getting old is not.
All right, a very important topic here that we had to talk about. For more information about Baptist Health Nursing and Rehabilitation Center or Judson Meadows, you can even suggest a topic. Just call them at the number on your screen or check them out on